This video and every other video I make is brought to you by Patreon. I couldn't do this without your support. Check out what kind of incentives you can get down below. Hello, LS Love Universe, it's the Doctor and the Quiz Master. And welcome back to Los Angeles Wrestling. That is right time, board. Here we are. Just a few nights out from Xandamania at this point. That is right. Day out from the showcase of the Immortals. We set the stage of them all. Xandamania 9. Here's the man that walks into the main event of Xandamania 9 in just 10 days' time. Looks to win the Bellator's World Championship. That he is, and that he does. I'll see you all soon. What the hell? With a sledgehammer swing, he's a crowd's delight. CRC, the ultimate power in the fight. Rabbit got some big things to say. Following what happened at the press conference this past weekend, he laid out Chris Jericho in the middle of the ring, or in the middle of the stage during the press conference. But he did. Well, now the floor is Xander's, the sole owner and general manager of Los Angeles Wrestling. What's he got to say? So, does even one person believe me if I say I walked into that press conference last week not wanting to punch anyone in the face, and then I punched about 3 people in the face? What a weird night. What a weird time. I mean, I could come out here and I could say everything that I already said on Saturday. I could talk about how Chris Jericho was my childhood hero, how Chris Jericho was my favorite wrestler of all time, all over again. I could talk about all that. But Chris Jericho talked about me a lot at the press conference, and I didn't. I mainly talked about him, which is exactly what Jericho wants everyone to do. So I'm going to talk about me for a minute. Openly. A lot of the things you heard Chris Jericho say about me were true. Yeah. There was a lot of things from my past, from long before any of you knew me. There are a lot of things that you will never know about me that I don't know how Chris found out. And yeah, my life has had its struggles, and plenty of them. And yes, some of those struggles have led to, well, there's no way to sugarcoat it, a bit of an inferiority complex. Chris was right about that. A need for acceptance. A need to be wanted, to be loved, to be believed in. Maybe that's why there's a certain Scotsman that I find myself so fascinated by, so drawn to. But we all know that story already. And if I need him, well, there's only 3 words I need to utter, and we know what happens. It is a lot easier to make enemies in this business than it is to make friends, especially doing this business on this platform. Because trust me, I have made a laundry list of enemies. And the friends I have made, I have tried to hold near and dear, but I have lost some of. And after doing so much After putting myself out there, after making a name for myself for 13 years, I started doing this as a little kid in elementary school, and now here I am, a lifetime later. And I'm about to step into the main event of a show named after me, with 2 battle royals named after the people who made me who I am. The good parts, at least. Walking into the main event for the 2nd year in a row, for a title named after something I created with my brother, my best friend, the greatest friend I could have ever asked for in this world. And this year I do it against my hero. My former hero. But don't mince words. Don't let what I say now fool you. Never once have I needed somebody to give me a new name. Somebody to change everything about who I was. I've never been in this for fortune, and I damn sure ain't in this for any fame. I'm in this because I love what I do, and nobody is going to question my dedication, my drive, my passion for what I do. Not family, not friends, not loved ones, sure as hell, not immature doubters, and not even my heroes. I said it once, I will say it again. I will be seeing him next week in the All-Star main event. 8-man tag on the go-home for Xandermania. Where next week it will be myself, Ray Wood, Zajac, and Ethan Ace against Triton of Phantom, Alexander Blackstone, Chris Danger, and Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho, when I put you out to pasture on March 30th at Xandermania, just remember, I'm sorry I loved you. And I'm sorry because I loved you. But I'm sorry to myself for letting me love you. You never know true pain until you've lost a loved one. And you never know true agony until you have to kill your hero. And Chris Jericho, you were my hero. Now, you're just my final chapter. Alright, well, it's time to move into our first bit of action of the night. Indeed it is. As we kick off with some 6-man tag team action here tonight on LAW. Some faction warfare a little bit on the road to Xandermania, as here come the LAW tag team champions, the trio of Colton Scribner, Adrian Nova, and Shinobi NRW. The NRW boys have the opportunity at Xandermania next weekend to all walk out with gold around their waists. Adrian Nova and Shinobi defending the LAW tag team titles against the team of the Exterminator Colonel Zanzanega and the Big Papa Pump, the Genetic Freak Scott Steiner in tag team action. That is correct. Quizmaster and of course Colton challenging for the television title in that ladder match. As NRW, look at this, have made their way into the ring. Nova, Shinobi, Scribner, and they're going to be taking on the men who their leader will be facing Ray in what we now can confirm is a #1 contenders match for a future shot at the LS11 Grand Championship, as they are taking on tonight the Syndicate in 6-man tag team action. Ross Snyder and Paul Wagner the first making their way to the ring. Of course, their leader Brandon emerges between them. Brandon, he came to the press conference. He ran his mouth. As the old saying goes, well, to keep the monetization on this video, he messed around. And at Xandomania, Ray has decided he's going to make him find out. So it would seem, Brandon, he's been a very loud, very vocal member of the roster about his use for years now, even when LAW/LSWF wasn't around anymore. So now, tonight, Brandon looking to get a warm-up in before Xandomania, as are all of these guys. With the exception of Laws and Paul, who are not on the Xandomania card. Of course, the full Xandomania card has now been revealed as well. That it has, Time Lord, that it has. So, nothing else is going to get added to the Xandomania card at this point. Participants in the Nanny and Bo Memorial Battle Royals will be revealed. Oh, the match has begun here. As Brandon is starting out here with Adrian Nova. He got the early jump on him here. Nova, it was almost like he wasn't paying attention there for a moment before Brandon got the jump on him. And Shinobi and Colton. Brandon is in here with one of the most experienced members of the roster right now. One of the most decorated members of the LAW roster right now in Adrian Nova. And Nova now knocking him back here. Super kick. Tag made Shinobi in. Hence is a takedown from the multi-time tag team champion. All three members of NRW are former LSWF tag team champions. There's a big kick there, a big punch there from Adrian Nova. Shinobi sidestepping him. Shinobi getting the better of him. Atomic drop. Pops him up. Oh! Massive kick to the jaw of Brandon, knocking him down. Brandon being knocked back now towards the corner, kicking the ribs. Brandon himself, former television champion. As of just a few weeks ago, former, when he lost at the Termination Chamber event. That is true. His tag made. In comes Laws Snyder to the ring. Big kick there from Laws, taking him down. Now Laws Snyder, big elbow. No, Shinobi countering. Shinobi! Into the roundhouse, knocking him down. Into the back. Getting him back up to his feet now. Shinobi grabs onto Laws. Going across the ring, into the corner now, and Shinobi. Big corkscrew into the corner, taking him down. Hits the ropes, and big splash, knocking him off his feet. Getting him back up to his feet again now, and now Shinobi. Punch in the midsection by Laws. Laws pulls him in now, and Laws Snyder throws him off the ropes, ducks him. Hip toss, taking him down. Snyder now pulls him in. Laws Snyder with Shinobi in the ropes here. Laws Snyder. Tag made. In comes Paul Wagner. Shinobi now going after the legs here. Shinobi. Like the legs of Paul Wagner now. Pops up. Double axe handle. Knocks him down. Roundhouse kick to Wagner. Paul Wagner drops in a heat now. Shinobi getting him back up to his feet here. And Shinobi throws him into the corner now. Shinobi tag made. Adrian Nova in. And now Nova and Shinobi. Here we go. Off the ropes. Pulls him in. Wheelbarrow into takedown from Adrian Nova. Tag made. Colton in. And the King, Colton Scribner, is in. Has Xander ever okayed him being called the King when Xander's the King of the Universe? I feel enough people in this business use the nickname King in some way, shape, or form that I feel like Xander would have less claim to it than he believes. Fair enough. If anyone else called themselves King of the Universe, I suppose that's where things get iffy. Indeed. As Colton now taking down Paul Wagner, firing away at him here. Colton's got him down now. Colton picking Paul Wagner back up to his feet here. He's got him back up. Jabbing away at him now. Colton. Spinning roundhouse kick. Pops up. No. Knocked back. Wagner. Goes for the boot. Colton. Counter for Kama. Sidestepped. Into a super kick across the back of the head. Taking him down now. Colton picking him back up here. And Colton. He's got him up on his shoulders. And Colton drops him. Into the cover. Brandon taking out the referee there instead of just breaking up the pin. Colton now knocked back by Paul Wagner now. Paul Wagner kicked in the ribs. Colton goes for a running kick. Wagner dropping him. Paul Wagner now. DDT to the leg of Colton. Oh, and Shinobi. Old habits die hard, I suppose. As down goes Colton now, thanks to Paul Wagner. Wagner now covers the former champion. Kick out from Colton. Paul Wagner now hits the ropes. Colton sidestepped him. Colton drop kick into the back, taking him down. Now Colton getting Paul Wagner back up to his feet as Nova and Shinobi running around ringside. Down go Laws and Brandon. Paul trying to slip out of it. Colton getting caught. Sound the ropes now. Ducked. The ropes. No. Countered. Elbow strike. Golden ratio from Colton. Into the cover now. He's got him down. 1, 2, 3. And too little too late for Laws Snyder as NRW pick up the victory. Quick and easy fashion there for the NRW boys tonight. Colton, Shinobi, and Nova back in the game. Big matchup there for them tonight. Big win for them there tonight, heading into Xandomania. All three of these men set for championship action in Xandomania. Will they walk out with the gold, though? That is the question. Will be answered in due time. Time Lord. Indeed it will be. Big win, though, for the NRW boys in the meantime. Good to see them back in action. That's the first time we've seen them in 6-man tag team action in a while. First time we've seen them winning 6-man action in even longer, I would say. Indeed, we got more action coming up next. So Mr. Hollywood has a death wish. Look, I was gonna come out here and do the same thing I do all the time. Do some kind of almost villainous monologue, but I feel like you've all known me for a year at this point. You don't really know anything about me. Do you know why I do the things I do? Corrupting Lizzie, beating up Blondie, siding with Aaron, trying to kill a Hollywood star. Because some people are just born bad. And being bad makes me feel real damn good. So Davey, 10 more nights. And then all they got to remember you for is gonna be your picture at the end of the year in the in memoriam of all the celebrities we lost. It's game over for you in Vegas. Because for me, I'm about to hit the jackpot when I end you. Alright, well, we got some singles action coming up next. That we do, as up next, it is going to be the Women's Royal Rumble winner and #1 contender to the LAW Women's Championship, making her way down to the ring. Indeed, there she is, the sorceress Jade Davidson, making her way down to the ring. Jade Davidson is now just a few weeks away, a few short nights away from a date with Destiny for the LAW Women's title. That she most certainly is. The LS11 LAW Women's title is within her reach at this point. It is so close, but those 10 days are so far, it feels like. It feels almost as if a breath of fresh air is about to be breathed upon the women's division of LAW. It really does. Try not to count the chickens before they hatch, as they say. Try not to put all the eggs in one basket. Jade Davidson, it feels like nearly 850 days. It feels like if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be her. Feels like this reign, this never-ending reign of Eliza Blackstone, only has a handful of people that could end it. We've seen many of them step up and fail. Now here they are, the Blackstone Empire, making their way to the ring. Jaden leading the charge tonight. Eliza Blackstone taking the backseat role here tonight, just to watch her pupils, so to say, her friends, Her buddies here, her sidekicks, do the dirty work for her, as Kasey Styles, the prototype, is going to be the one in action here this evening. That she is, Kasey Styles. Making her way down to the ring. So, Kasey Styles taking on the Sorceress tonight. Davidson and Styles one-on-one. Any further ado, here we go. Jade Davidson, she was pinned just 7 nights ago by Eliza Blackstone, but then we saw on the press conference... Oh, wait a minute. Big neckbreaker there from Styles. We saw on the press conference this past week that she claims that was all part of the dark prophecy for her. It's Jade Davidson now kicking away out of here, firing away, knocks it down. Down goes Kasey Styles, and drop kick again, taking it down. Big stomp there now, and Jade, double axe handle, knocks it down. The prototype goes down, does Kasey Styles. Jade Davidson grabs him. Throwing Styles across the ring, into the corner now. Big knee strike there from Jade to Kasey, knocks it down. Now Jade has got off her feet here. Jade Davidson, elbow drop to Kasey Styles. Getting her back up to her feet now. Toss there from Kasey Styles. Styles grabs onto her now. Slamming her down by the back of the head repeatedly now. Trying to knock her down. Kasey Styles has Jade Davidson now. Taking it down there now. Davidson kicks her in the head. Jade Davidson takes it down now, getting her back up to her feet. Now Jade firing away at her here. Jade Davidson, forearm strike into an enziguri, knocking her down. Now Jade Davidson trying to take a swipe at the LAW Women's Champion. Eliza Blackstone watching on though. Wait a minute. She's wiped out! Eliza Blackstone getting caught by the champion. Oh, God. And now Eliza Blackstone is trying to get involved. Jade Davidson taking her down. Oh! And Kasey Styles capitalizing. And Eliza Blackstone. Down goes the champion again. And Jaden recovering from that dark magic. Down goes Jade again. To carry from Jade to Eliza now. And Jade Davidson back into the ring. Kasey Styles hits it with the round out. The double tap. The double tap kicks for the 1, 2, kick out. Jade Davidson kicks out. The Blackstone Empire almost were able to 3-on-1 her there to take her down. Kasey Styles could look to finish this here. She gets caught though, and Styles dropped by Davidson. Enziguri again there from Jade Davidson, knocking her down, picking Kasey Styles. Back up to her feet now, and Jade firing away at her now. Big knockbacks here. Forearm strike, knocking her back here, and Jade rolls through, catches her, head scissor into Hurricane Rana, knocking her off her feet. Getting her back to her feet now is Jade Davidson. Enziguri connects, taking her down. Getting her back up to her feet again now. There's a big chop from Jade. Now Kasey Styles has got her up on her shoulders. Down she goes. Jade's down now, and Kasey Styles went for her. Jade. Enziguri gets caught. Kasey Styles with a DDT, knocking her off her feet. It's back up again now, and Kasey Styles trying to put down Davidson for the 3 count here. Counted though. Jade knocking her back. Jade now countering again, and Jade into Bulldog, knocks her off her feet. Jade, she's taking her eyes off the prize for a moment there. That is not the thing you want to do when you're in there with Kasey Styles. She kicks Eliza Blackstone, though. And she kicks Jaden for good measure. She goes up to the top rope now, and Kasey Styles taking her down. Styles now with Davidson. Knocks her into the referee there. Eliza Blackstone working over that turnbuckle. She's pulling the pad back off. She knows that the brass knuckles last week were enough to put down Davidson. That's right, and so she's looking to do it again now. Wait a minute, Jade. The block knocks it down here, and Jade. Back up to her feet here, and Jade Davidson firing away again. Oh, and she went for the dive. Nobody home. Do you just like a gust of wind constantly happening? Are you talking about me talking? Not this time, no. I'm not being a smartass this time. I'm not being facetious. You know what? I'm starting to hear it too. That's weird as hell. Davidson back into the ring, as is Styles now, and Kasey Styles. Knocked back, and Jade. Oh! Into the void! Through the fireball. I'm not sure if it even connected or not. Well, no, it doesn't look like there's no soot on her face. Perhaps it was a distraction. The prototype stays in it for now. There's Jade. Going after her again. Here's Kasey Styles now. Styles knocks her back. Davidson countering, knocking her back again. Knocks back the enforcer of Eliza Blackstone. Davidson, hold on, takes down Styles into a cover on the enforcer of the Empire. She got it! Just like that, Davidson scores the 3 count and laps in the face of Blackstone. Eliza Blackstone, she watched Jaden's soul get siphoned for a moment there before she intervened to save a friend. See the Blackstone Empire yelling at Jade after that. You can't believe it. Jade Davidson with another big win here tonight. More action coming up on LAW. Alright, folks, coming up next here on Los Angeles Wrestling, we have a well, circus freak. Congratulations on the retirement. I knew sooner or later you'd figure out you couldn't hang with the rest of us. I suppose, Mr. O'Phantom, I must remind you, this retirement is my choice and my choice alone, and is not being enforced by management in any way, shape, or form. I suggest you remember that, or next weekend goes from the Quizmaster's final bow to the circus's grand reunion. Or must I remind you what happened when the two of us stepped inside of the Devil's Playground for the final resting place last year? Shame. You and I could have made some beautiful chaos one more time. You alright? I'm fine. He has nothing to do with me anymore. Well, we're going to move into some singles action again between two of the men that are going to be facing off in the 6-man ladder match for the television title next weekend at Xandomania. Out first, a former LAW champion, a former United States champion, a former world champion, a former tag team champion, DJ Danger, making his way down to the ring. The self-professed megastar of the LS11 universe of LAW, making his way down to the ring. That is right, DJ Danger is in the house. Chicago's own DJ Danger, former LSWF champion, former tag team champion, former United States champion. And now tonight, he looks to get a bit of momentum on his side as he looks to add internet champion, or television champion, excuse me, to that trophy case. Something that he's been trying to hold since the beginning of LSWF back when it was the internet title. Indeed, he challenged Adrian Nova, then Hanzo for to the first ever Christmas Chaos event. But now tonight he takes on a man he used to have an alliance with, used to be part of the gang with. As here he is, folks, the outlaw of LAW. Zack Parker is here tonight. That is right, Zack Parker tonight getting a shot at taking down a former top champion here in LAW. A man that knows how to be a champion better than most. Zack Parker making his way to the ring. Zack Parker and DJ Danger. We have never seen these two face off. Indeed, we have not. Zack Parker was kicked out of the gang within days of joining it. That was. Have either of us used R1 yet? I don't believe so. That was a clusterfuck, is what it was. Was the gang in 2022 and early 2023. I'm sorry, I'm on good standing with all the members now, but you all know it was a clusterfuck. I just used it twice. I just won't use mine. It was. We had like Colton and Jace and Martin King and Zach and Nelson and Ricky and AES and DJ and Ethan and so many others all joined, and then like half of them were gone within a month. AES and Ricky quit. You kicked out the Scribners. You kicked out Zach, and then it was just Nelson, DJ, and Ethan for a while. And then Ace Watson came in, and then he was gone. And all right, you're having an Owens level crash out here, bud. We gotta manage to commentate. Fine, but you get my point. It was weird. And then he was in the Overlook for a while, and then he got fired. All right, so it's DJ Danger. It is Zack Parker. Here we go. They lock up, kick to the ribs from DJ Danger into a clothesline. Parker now with the right hooks there, firing back, big elbow strike into a clothesline, knocking him down. Hold him now, and Zack Parker kicking to the back now of DJ Danger. They got him back up to his feet here, and Zack Parker's got him, kicking the ribs. Danger. Big kick in the head. Parker now firing back. He's got a lot to prove, does Zack Parker. Trying to prove he belongs in a Xandermania title match. Indeed he is Zack Parker. It's been a long time coming for him, though, as he's trying to get some revenge on DJ here tonight. DJ, though, back to his feet. Knee strike countering into another knee strike. Takes him down. You throw in the other four men that we are going to have at Xandermania, and that ladder match is going to be hectic. That is right. You throw in the champion, Tanvir Badal, and the other challengers, Xander number 3, El Himalaya, and Colton, Scribner. And we've got a hell of a ladder match lineup. Zack Parker dropping the elbow now on DJ Danger, taking him down. Into a cover now. Has him down here. Cover. 1. No, a rope break for DJ. Great ring awareness there from the former LAW champion on that one. Zack Parker now coming off the ropes into, goes for a knee strike. DJ out of the way. DJ has branded himself as something of a rookie killer as of late here in the LS11 universe. We saw him take down El Himalaya. We saw him target Tanvir Badal, and now he's going into Zack Parker, who, albeit, has been around since 2022, on and off after the release in early 2023. Hold on. 2. No. Albeit after the release in 2023. He's been around since last year. He took a year off, essentially, before he was rehired, given a second chance by LS11 Universe, and I'd say he's exceeded expectations. I would agree. He's been a model citizen, to say the least, in the locker room. He's made quite the second impression on everybody. Impressed many. That is a shoot, brother. We'll tell you that much. Very proud of him. Cover there for the 1. No. Zack Parker counter. Jackknife cover. Has DJ down now. Cover. 1, 2. Whoa! I thought he was about to pin the former champion then. As did I. Backslide now from DJ. 1. No. Zack Parker now rolls out of the ring. Parker up on the apron now, and Zack Parker. DJ runs in. He's up on the shoulders. Zack Parker. Whoa, no, counted. DJ caught him. Hit that reverse DDT now. Running in. Zack Parker. Hitting him with the big clothesline there is Zack Parker. Coming off the ropes and dropping a knee on the head of the former champion. Got it down now. DJ kicks him in the back. Does Parker now, and Zack Parker has DJ Danger down. Parker going towards the corner now. Zack Parker. Trying to get back up. Here we go. Into the corner. What a kick! Indeed, a hellacious kick there. You could even call it a hell of a kick. Let's see what you did there. 2 count. DJ Danger grabs the bottom rope again. Zack Parker's got him down though, and Zack Parker hits the ropes. Knee strike to DJ. DJ going down now. Zack Parker's got him down. Zack Parker up to the middle rope. DJ back to his feet. Parker, missile drop kick, taking him down. So I'm going to get back up now. Zack Parker, no. DJ Danger rolls back through. Tries to grab him. Zack has a hold of him now, and Zack Parker went for the Superman punch. DJ Danger rolls him through again. Another cover. Rope break for Parker. Now Zack Parker hits the cutter on DJ Danger in the center of the ring. Cover on the former champion. 1, 2, 3. What a victory there. An upset to say the least. Zack Parker just pinned a former LAW World Champion, a former LSWF World Champion, if you will. What a victory there. Upset of the night by far, and a huge momentum builder for Zack Parker heading in to his first Xandermania. Main event coming up next. I still can't believe you did that at the press conference. I still cannot believe you do not understand what take 2 steps back means, please. So fine, I will take the 2 steps back. There. Would like to have a little bit of a personal bubble here. Nah, Colonel, I ain't joking. I don't know why you think I am. What the hell, man? NRW, we've been nothing but good to you for years. You've been like family to us. You have been a friend. We've been friends for you when you had no one. And this is how you're thanking us? Surprising us with a challenge for Xandermania? Nova, look. I want my shot at keeping my Xandermania title win streak alive. I have not lost a title match at Xandermania in a few years now. And outside of a ladder match at least, I have not lost at Xandermania at all. And so, me and Scott were undefeated as a tag team. It seemed like the perfect time and place to do it. To finally try and win back tag team gold, as we had to vacate the TNA tag titles, which was not our idea, by the way. Was to do it at Xandermania for the LIW tag titles. Yeah, but you could have given us a heads up. Look. Just don't worry about it. You're coming under my gold. I'm going to worry about it. Alright, look. There's one thing about you that's always bothered me, Nova. Oh, do tell. I have never beaten you one-on-one. So you know what? I don't want to wait till Xandermania. With how you've been acting lately and not being a very good friend, neither do I. You want to run back next week? Yes, I am. Good. Then I'll see you then. Oh. Personal space. Nah. I'm going to enjoy going 2-0 against you in singles matches next week. Never forget who beat you for the LSWF title. Old man. Alright, folks, without any further ado, it is time for our main event of the evening. That it is time, Lord, our main event tonight, a singles match featuring the LAW 2025 Men's Rumble winner. That it is, here he is, the ace of LAW, Ethan Ace, the man who looks to bring the LAW title home in just... So, we didn't know this was going out on a Tuesday until about 10 minutes ago. So, we've been saying 10 nights all night, thinking this was going out on Thursday. So now it's actually 12 nights from when this is airing. So, you know, no one told us that our tape delay was going to be cut a little short on short notice. So, we've just been letting it... We just had that made known to us. So, no, Xandermania is not on Friday the 28th. It is still next Sunday, the 30th, so if anyone thinks that there's something being changed about that, Ethan Ace in just 12 nights now will get one more shot at Chris Danger and the LAW title, trying to bring it home to be his first top title in a promotion in the LS11 universe. Of course, he's a former multi-time United States champion in LSWF. He was the first United States champion in LSWF at that. Indeed, but being a United States champion and being a top champion are very, very different accolades. And they are, while both are prestigious, there's something special about being at the top of a promotion. That is right, as here comes his opponent representing Kaos, a faction that Ethan has plenty of history with in his own right. It is the right-hand man of Kaos, JC Seraphim, making his way down to the ring. That is right, Seraphim, the right-hand man of Triton. Speaking of, you're good after that encounter with him. Again, I don't particularly concern myself with him too much nowadays. He's still got this strange obsession with me after I got the last laugh last year, I suppose. All there is to it. Well, JC Seraphim, the right-hand man of Kaos, makes his way down to the ring. So now it's going to be Ethan Ace versus JC Seraphim. So main event of LAW. Here we go. Ethan Ace, out of the gate into super kick. Takes him down. Big basement drop kick there. Seraphim back to his feet. Right hook connecting. Pulls him in. Forearm strikes now. Kicks him. Back elbow into clothesline. Knocking him off his feet. Right hook counted. Ethan Ace knocking him back here. Ace shoved back by Seraphim. JC Seraphim though. He's got a hold of him. He's up. And knee into the ribs. Taking him down. Pulling him over now. Taking him down again. Ethan Ace goes down. Seraphim now grabs a hold of him. And whoa! Massive German there. One kick out from Ethan Ace. JC pulls him in now, and JC throws him across the ring. Corner now. Goes for the elbow. No, counted. Ethan Ace. Super kick, knocking him back into another one. Ethan now. Double axe handle. Ethan Ace just coming in strong here. He's trying to end this one quickly. That he is, Time Lord. Ethan Ace is trying to send a message to Chris Danger. Danger has accused Ethan Ace of being a pushover opponent for him. Oh, and JC avoids that dive. JC is crafty, though, inside that ring. He's a bit more of a technician than Triton is. Triton's a little more, well, hold on a minute. Seraphim managed to sucker him in on that one. Got a hold of Ethan now. Sends him off the ropes. Drop kick there, taking him down. Ethan Ace is down. Seraphim now rolls him over, kicking the leg. Takes down Ethan. JC's got him down again now, and JC Seraphim. Up and down goes Ethan Ace. JC Seraphim now standing over him. Ethan Ace pulling himself back up to his feet now. He's got him up. He's got him down. Into a cover now. Has him down here. Cover one. Kick out from Ethan Ace. Ethan now. Tucks and rolls right into a backbreaker. Into a facebuster there. Taking him down with that STO. JC Seraphim's got a lot to prove. We haven't seen him in very often. We don't see him very often at all. Last time we saw him, he was losing to Brandon for the television championship back when Brandon had that. That's when Brandon blatantly cheated several times and the referee just didn't notice it. Massive dive there from Ethan Ace, taking him down. Down goes Seraphim now, and Ethan Ace grabs a hold of him now, throwing him back into the ring. Pulls himself back up on the apron now, and Ethan Ace. Whoa, knocking back Seraphim here, and Ethan Ace slingshots into a spear. That did the damage. He's got him back up to his feet now. Ethan Ace grabs onto him. No! Big counter out of the German suplexes there from Seraphim. Throws him off the ropes, ducks him. And JC now. Oh! Flying headbutt to the #1 contender. To the top title in LAW. 1, 2. Ethan Ace kicks out. That flying headbutt did its damage, though. It hit its mark. It found its target. And now... Whoa! Ethan Ace ducked him. Ace has him up. Looking for him. Detonation kick! Ethan Ace into the cover for the 1, 2, no! And Ethan Ace wasting no time. No escaping the Ace on this one now. JC Seraphim Forced to submit. The ace in the sleeve submission gets the win. Did you just come up with that? I sure did. It's a shame you didn't come up with that at Xandomania. That's not for another 12 nights. Yeah, we pre-taped it though, brother. The ace in the sleeve gets the win. Ethan Ace with the momentum on the road to Xandomania. Remember, next week is the go-home edition of LAW before Xandomania. We will see you all there. Until next time, everybody, I've been the Quizmaster, and I've been the Doctor, and that was Universe. It's weird when you do it. Special thanks to channel members Pierre Bonellis, Andrew Cool, Funtime Gmod, Dowie Yolen, Sharkbait 410, Nate Dogg Sports Network, Nick Diaz Fan 123, and Zach Russia. We couldn't do this without your help. Join the LS Lumber membership today to get exclusive access, new videos, and your name in the video, just like this.